Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
It's a wonder of Baba that the ones in the front, at the back, say Om Shanti. Sitting in Shantivan, we're going to the land of peace. We're sitting in Om Shanti Bhavan, and we're going to the land of peace, Shanti Dham. And therefore, where is the intellect connected? Where we're going to. That's why we're sitting here. One is the confluence age. It's a very loving age, a very nice age. If you sit in silence, you will sing. Will you sing the praise of the confluence age or the praise of Baba? Or will we praise the knowledge that Baba gives? This knowledge gives us the recognition of the self, of him and the cycle. Baba and the self and time, the recognition of time. The praise of the confluence age. The more I study on the path of bhakti, I used to sing the praise with a lot of love. That you are the mother and father, and you're the one who gives me happiness. Nobody knows the heights of God. He is my mother, my father. He has given so much happiness that even in bhakti we have sung. Nobody knows the end of that one. No human being can know. Even the Rishi and Munis don't even know. Even the great saints and Mahatmas, they won't say that they are the children whose mother and father is that one. We are the ones who say that we are the children, the child who is to be the master. Then we receive that happiness. We didn't know that it's through considering ourselves to be a child. Yes, the child of the Supreme Father. We are then the master of the 5 elements. I remember at one point there was a program in the foreign lands. Tell us, how is Earth your mother? No, Supreme Father is the father and the Earth is mother. Earth is mother, where we are on the field of action. Whatever we sow the seed, that in the same way we reap the fruit. So Earth, Baba, the one who remains beyond, he comes onto this earth to make the impure pure. The one who makes the resident of hell into the resident of heaven. It is a wonder. I remember the old days of Delhi. We used to stay upstairs. We used to say the ones who come up is heaven, down is hell. We go up, then it's heaven. We had such feeling in the beginning. Now look at it. Shantivan, should we go to Shantivan or Om Shanti Bhavan? Wherever we put our foot, the recognition comes that where have we come to?
आंखें खुल गई,
our eyes begin to open,
धरती पर पाँव नहीं रहते फिर,
our feet doesn't stay on the ground.
जिसकी आंखें खुल जाती, तीसरा नेत्र
The
मिलता
ones
है,
whose third eye
उसका
opens,
धरती पर पाँव नहीं रहता।
their feet doesn't stay on the ground.
देवताएं तो सत्युग में बनेंगे,
Deities will become in Satyug,
फरिश्ता भी बनना है।
but it's what we have to become
तो
now
मैं
is
समझती हूँ
angelic.
आजकल
And I understand
पढ़ाई
now.
शुरू की
We start a study
देवता बनने के लिए,
in order to become deities.
तो ये भी वंडर बात है।
And so it's a wonder.
और कोई पढ़ाई से कोई देवता नहीं बन सकता।
No one can become a deity without this study. This is this study.
राजाई भी मिलती है,
Together with this, you
देवता धर्म
receive
है,
also the
देवी
kingdom.
राज्य में,
It's the Devi
सत्युगी
kingdom
राज्य में
and the Satyug
पद
kingdom.
पाने के लिए हम
In
आ रहे
order
हैं
to
वहाँ,
claim the status, we
उसके
will
लिए
claim
पुरुषार्थ
it.
है।
And through the effort, we have to claim this.
भक्ति में राजाई मिलती है,
In
दान
bhakti,
पुण्य करने
you become a king
से।
by
द्वापर
doing
में राजाई
donation.
में दान पुण्य करने से, कलयुग में लड़ाई करने से,
But in Kali Yuga,
कलयुग
you
में
claim a
लड़ाई करने से
kingdom
राजाई,
through
लड़ाई के
fighting.
बिना राजाई नहीं मिलेंगी।
You can't get a kingdom
और
without
हमारी
fighting. And here,
पढ़ाई सिर्फ पढ़ाई से भी
it
नहीं
is
है,
through study, and not only through study,
परंतु सारा जीवन
but our whole life.
समर्पण हुए है तो पढ़ाई शुरू
If
की
we
है।
when we surrender, then
जो
we start to
समर्पण
study.
नहीं है पूरे,
The one who is not
उसको पढ़ाई दिमाग
completely
में नहीं
surrendered,
बैठती है।
the study doesn't stay in their
कैसे- सच्चो
intellect.
पूछो,
Is it true?
हाँ, जो पूरे समर्पण
The
नहीं
one
है,
who is not fully surrendered,
वो इतना अपन को बच्चा समझ के
they,
पढ़े ना नहीं पढ़ेंगे।
they won't study considering themselves to be
आत्मा
the
समझ के बाबा
child.
को याद करे ना नहीं करेगा।
They won't consider themselves to be
बाबा
a
ने मुरली
soul
में
and
कहा
remember
है,
the Father. And therefore
भक्ति
Baba has
के बाजार
said in the
जाऊं,
Murli,
कौन बला जाएगा?
in Bhakti, power
बाबा
come.
मिला तो बला
It's
जाऊं,
when I call out to
मैं
Baba
बलि कर
that
जाऊं।
power comes, and then I sacrifice over him.
तो भक्ति में यादगार सब
So
है,
in Bhakti, the
और हमारा
memorials are all
यादगार।
there. But what is our memorial?
वंडर तो ये
It
है,
is a wonder.
कोई भी धर्म वाले अपना यादगार कर नहीं देखते हैं,
Any
ऊपर से
religion,
सीधा ही आते हैं।
any
हम
religion
आते हैं ना अपना
that is
यादगार देखते
established,
हैं,
the Prophet comes
अपने
from up
मंदिर
above.
देखते हैं, अपने बाप का मंदिर भी
Our
देखते
memorial,
हैं, भाई
our
सोमनाथ का
memorial is
मंदिर है।
visible in the temples.
वंडर तो ये है,
Other religions don't
शिव
have a
की पूजा
memorial.
करने के लिए
In the Shiv
माताओं को
temple,
ना टलाओ,
mothers are not allowed
मंदिर शिव के मंदिर में
in
जाने नहीं
Shiv
मिलता था,
temple.
माताओं को ना टलाओ, ये क्या धर्म गिलानी?
What type of religion is this? What an
ऐसी
insult.
धर्म गिलानी के समय हमारे धर्म की गिलानी,
And it is
हम
an
लोगों
insult
ने
to
अपने
our
धर्म की
religion.
गिलानी की है।
We are the ones who have insulted our
कितना
own
वंडर है
religion.
बाबा।
It's such a wonder, is
तो
it not?
अभी
But now
खुशी हुई है
there is
बाप
happiness
से मिलन की,
through
पर
receiving
ज़्यादा खुशी
a
हुई है,
meeting
कल
of the
पहले
Father.
व्रत मिले हैं।
That we meet the Father every
मिले
kalpa.
थे,
We met
कोई मिल
him
रहे
last
हैं,
kalpa,
पर
we're
कल
meeting
भी
him
हम
now,
मिलेंगे।
and we will meet him every
ज़्यादा खुशी
kalpa.
कौन सी है?
And so, what is the happiness that we
कौन सी
receive?
खुशी है?
What is the greatest
कभी आप मेरे
happiness?
से रोज़ा नहीं करते हो
You
ना,
never
मैं
have a
क्या करूं?
conversation with me. What can
आप
I
busy रहते
do?
हो,
You
आप तो
become
free बैठी
busy.
हो।
I am free sitting here.
कोई आकर रोज़ा
If
सबको
someone
दिए रहते,
comes and
निर्भय भी busy रहता है।
has a conversation with me, it would
busy
it would be nice. Even Nirebai
कभी
is
रोज़ा
busy.
करे ना आपस में,
But you should have a
जैसे मम्मा
conversation
पापा से करते थे, दादियों से करते थे,
like
दादियाँ
we
हमारे
used
से
to
रोज़ा
have.
करती थी।
We used to have conversations with the
रोज़ान में क्या
daddies.
करेंगे?
What will we do in a
रोज़ान में क्या
conversation?
करेंगे?
What will we do?
हाँ? एक रोज़ा होती है खुद से,
First, we have to have a
दूसरी होती है बाबा
conversation
से,
with ourselves.
तीसरी होती है आपस
Second,
में।
we have to have a conversation with
हमारी
Baba.
जैसी रोज़ा
And
सारी
third, we have to
कलम
have
पे
a
कोई नहीं कर
conversation
सकता।
amongst ourselves.
कोई नहीं कर सकता, भले अच्छी भक्ति करेंगे,
Even if you do bhakti
रूह
together,
रिहार,
but
अपने
spiritual
रूह से
chit
बातें
chat,
करना,
conversation between each
परमात्मा
other,
से बातें करना,
and to
रूह
have
परमात्मा से
that
बात करता है,
spiritual chit
रूह
chat
परमात्मा
with
बात करता है।
God, Ru, that
कितना
one,
भाग्य है।
it's such a big
और
fortune.
फिर हम आपस में रूह आपस में बात करते
And
हैं।
amongst us, we are the spirits,
जब
the
रूह
souls
आपस में बात
talking
करते हैं,
between
तो
each other.
कभी अनुभव किया है?
Have you
रूह जब
experienced
हम
this?
आपस में बात करते हैं,
That the
कैसा feel
soul,
होता है?
between souls that we are speaking.
कैसा होता है?
How is it?
किसको अनुभव है?
Who has this experience at that time?
बाबा के लव में लीन हो जाते हैं,
I become
वो love
merged in Baba's
automatic
love.
दिल से नैनों से एक दो के प्रति
Through your
इतना
eyes, through your heart,
अनुभव होता है।
there is that
कहते हैं ऐसे
experience.
संगठन,
And we
पर हमको
feel,
कभी-कभी होता है सत्यों
and
में क्या
sometimes we
करेंगे?
feel in Sati, what will we do?
बोर हो जाएंगे,
We'll get
मैं तो बोर
bored.
हो जाएगी।
I will get bored in Satyug.
कोई पूछते
There
हैं,
are some ask,
कोई पूछते हैं, इतना साल तुमको ज्ञान में आए हुआ,
you stayed
बोर
in
नहीं
knowledge
हुई हो?
for so long, have you not never got bored?
कहीं पूछते हैं भाई
Some
कोई
ask,
एक ही जगह एक ही काम
one
करता रहे,
place, one work,
तो हम तो
but I,
भाग्यवान है,
we are fortunate,
अति भाग्यवान है, पद्मा पद्म भाग्यवान है, जहाँ कमाई
multi-million
होती है
fold
बहुत,
fortune.
वो
Where
जो
there's
कमाई
income,
करते हैं ना, समझते हैं मेरे पुत्र पुत्र खाएंगे,
the one who earns, they
हम
think
कहते
that
हैं,
our
अरे,
generation will
भोले
eat.
भाले हो,
But we will say, oh,
सब
you're
खलास हो
innocent,
जाएगा,
whatever you get
हम
will
तो ये
finish.
बाबा ने यज्ञ रचा है,
Here there's a sacrificial
समर्पण हुए हैं,
fire, we have
और क्या
surrendered,
हुए?
Baba has
सफल
created
हुआ
yajna.
है,
What's
सफल
going to
हुआ है
happen?
सब।
Everything is used in a worthwhile
तन
way.
मन धन से समर्पण हुए,
Surrendered
सफल
the
होने
mind,
के
body,
लिए,
and
तन भी सफला,
wealth.
धन भी सफला, मन भी
mind
सफला,
is used,
सफला,
body is
फिर क्या
used,
है?
wealth is used in a
फिर
worthwhile way.
जाओ,
If everything
फिर
is
जाओ,
used,
संस्कारों में
then
स्वाहा।
what? Then it
अभी
is
आजकल क्या
surrendered,
पुरुषार्थ है?
it's
और बात
sacrificed.
कुछ नहीं है, कुछ नहीं।
There's nothing
थोड़ा सा,
else.
थोड़ा सा,
There's something
थोड़ा सा
little.
कान छिपा हुआ बैठा
There's
है,
something hidden
अरे
inside.
करो स्वाहा।
Then just
तो
surrender
आज
it.
गुरुवार का दिन है,
And today is
बाबा भी
Thursday.
आ रहा है,
Baba is coming.
आज सुबह से अभी
And
अभी
so from
स्वाहा,
morning, just
समर्पण
give.
हुए,
Surrender
सफल अभी
yourself.
किया है,
You've
पर
used everything in a
स्वाहा नहीं
worthwhile
हुई
way,
है।
but you
तो
haven't
यज्ञ में
surrendered.
बाबा ने यज्ञ रचा है ना,
Baba has created this
रुद्र ज्ञान
yajna,
यज्ञ है ना,
the sacrificial
अश्वमेध,
fire
बाबा
of
कल भी
yajna.
समझाया, आज भी अच्छी तरह समझाया है।
Baba has explained it today with
अश्वमेध,
Tur.
राजस्व,
It is the
राजस्व,
sacrificial
पहले
fire
राजस्व,
of
अश्वमेध,
yajna,
रुद्र, अविनाशी ज्ञान यज्ञ,
imperishable
एक
knowledge.
शब्द का अर्थ है।
There is
राजस्व
meaning.
राज पाने के लिए अश्वमेध,
In order
अश्व
to
तो
claim
स्वाहा,
the kingdom, we have to
अश्वमेध,
surrender
कहाँ?
the sacrifice,
रुद्र
the
ज्ञान
horse,
यज्ञ
the
में।
body, and to who?
उसमें शिव का
To
नाम
that one.
है शिव,
The name
नाम
is
है
Shiva,
रुद्र ज्ञान यज्ञ,
but actually the
जो
name
माला
of
रुद्र
Shiva
को
is
बनती है।
Rudra, and it's the
शिव
Rudra
माला नहीं
that
कहते
is
हैं।
created
तो बाबा के
in
भिन्न
a
भिन्न
rosary.
प्रकार से इतना जो बाबा ने अर्थ
So
समझाया,
Baba
practical
has
समझाया ना,
explained to us the meaning,
इसलिए कभी
and
कोई
therefore
बात का न प्रश्न उठता है, न
there is
संशय
no
उठता है।
question or doubt of anything.
हाँ? क्या अनुभव है?
What is your
न कभी
experience?
प्रश्न उठता है,
There is never a question that
है?
arises. Is there any question?
न कोई प्रश्न तो चलो पूछते हैं, पर संशय आया तो क्या हुआ?
What happens if there's doubt? Okay,
कई
questions are
कमाई
there. If there is doubt, then the income is gone.
तो बहुत निश्चय बुद्धि,
So have faith in the intellect. Will the one who has it will be victorious.
नहीं बोलेंगी, संशय बुद्धि नहीं बोलेंगी,
I won't say doubt.
प्रैक्टिकल
Intellect.
देखे है।
I've seen it
निश्चय
practically.
बुद्धि,
The one who has faith in the
विजयंती,
intellect is
माला
going to
में
be
आ गई।
victorious, and you'll come into the
संशय थोड़ा भी
rosary.
आया,
If there's little doubt,
तो जो कमाई की,
then whatever income you earn,
चेहरा ही चेंज हो जाता है।
your face will
तो
change.
एक आत्मा को संशय आया था,
And so one soul had
पहले
doubt.
लाल लाल होती थी,
First
बाबा
they
कहने
used to
से
have red,
लाल हो
they used to
जाती थी।
remember Baba and their face
जब
would be
संशय
red.
आया,
But when doubt came,
मैंने बाबा इसको क्या हुआ है?
then we would think, Baba, what happened to
इसके
this
मुख से
one?
बाबा ही नहीं निकलता है।
Even Baba
नहीं
doesn't
तो मेरे
emerge
कोई
from
बाबा
their
बाबा
mouth.
करके
But
खड़ा कर
actually,
दिया था।
he used to say, Baba, Baba to me and
संशय
stand me
का
up.
कीड़ा लग गया
But
ना।
child, the ant of doubt
संशय का
entered,
कीड़ा है,
ant
लग
of
गया।
doubt came in,
पीली हो गई।
and the face began to become pale.
पर भाई यज्ञ में संशय आता है, फिर क्या
And
बातें
in the
करते हैं?
yajna, when there is doubt, what
निश्चय में
happens?
क्या बात करते हैं?
But
और
when there is
निश्चय में
faith,
ऐसी बात
what
करते,
type
बात
of
मत
words
पूछो। संशय
emerge?
आता है, बातें ऐसी करती है।
When there is
संभालो
doubt,
अपने आप को,
what
गुरुवार का
emerges?
दिन है।
It is
अब बाबा भी
Thursday
आ
today,
रहा है।
Baba is
Please,
coming
और
today.
दूसरा बाबा ने अच्छी तरह से बार-बार समझाया है।
Baba has explained
अव्यक्त
again and
अव्यक्त
again.
बाबा ने
Avyak
क्या
Bapdada has
समझाया?
explained. What has he
क्वेश्चन मार्क
explained? Never to have a question mark. Otherwise, you'll have to stand in a queue. You won't be able to come to Satyug. You'll have to stand in a queue. And Brij Mumbai, did you like this? Stop and fly. That's it. I liked it very much. Stop and fly. How will we fly? It's explained very nicely. What type of diet you should have, what type of exercise you should do. Stay in fresh air, everything will be good. Just stop. Whatever things you need to stop, stop. The one who applies the full stop will fly, but the one who applies a question mark, no. Okay, good. If you don't study, that's good. Whatever you studied in the path of bhakti, all that need to be forgotten. You become worshippers from worthy of worship. I haven't done bhakti by just ringing a bell. No, I have actually merged my attention on God. Bhakti should be such that if you want to become worthy of worship, then what do you have to do day and night? What is it that you need to do? The one who has a thought to be worthy of worship, no one should bow down to us. They stop and then they actually come and bow down at my feet, and I say, no, please don't do this. Don't do this. What should you do? We are becoming worthy of worship, and in order to do that, inside, the stage should be so good that even on the path of bhakti, the bhagats, they should recognize that we are the souls to become like that one. They should become like that now too. So in order to become worthy of worship, what type of stage should be inside me? Some should have a conversation with me on this topic. Is there any program somebody is going to create? Create this program. Who are we? We are elevated, worthy of worship souls. It's not only Baba who's going to create that temple, that Shiv temple. No, we are not the ones to bow down at that temple. The one who does worship in the temple is separate. We won't go inside to worship. We'll go inside and be happy. We're not going to create our own temples. Our bhagats will make those temples for us. Do you know this? Do you know our plan? I will make Dilwala temple. Baba will make the Somnath temple. I will make the Dilwala temple. Baba knows this, and I would ask Baba, is this program good? And Saka Baba would say, I will make the Somnath temple. Now you think what you want to make. Sweet children, in order to remember the one Father who gives happiness, Saka Baba says, remember the Father. Accumulate the power of yoga in this short time, because it will be very useful at the end. Okay, golden age will be at the end, but now the final period of this birth, my yoga should be such that it is useful at the end when I leave the body. Question. What awareness should you children who have unlimited disinterest constantly have? Answer. You should constantly have the awareness, this body is my dirty costume and I now have to shed it and return home. Remember the Father and the inheritance and nothing else. This is unlimited disinterest. While performing actions, make such effort to stay in remembrance that the burden of sin, whilst performing karma, and have such effort that the burden of sin is removed from your head and the soul becomes Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. Om Shanti. The Father explains very easily. The Father explains very easy things to you children every day. Every day. This is God's university. It is truly said in the Gita, God speaks. God, the Father of all, is one. No one else can be God. Yes, all can be the children of the one Father. All children belongs to one. It should enter your intellects that the Father definitely establishes the new world of heaven. We would definitely have received our inheritance of heaven from that Father. Shiv Jayanti is only remembered in Bharat. However, only the Father comes and explains how Shiv Jayanti takes place. The Father comes at the confluence age. Brijbon Bhai, no matter how big the Delhi program is, but during the time of Murli, what should it be like? There is no gathering like the gathering of Shantivan anywhere. Look at this gathering here. The whole hall is full right till the end. My heart is saying this, that in Delhi, everyone should listen to Baba's Murli in that audience. And then it would be said, Wah! Om Prakash Bhai also knows this, that Delhi can have this. Father comes at the confluence age to make impure pure. At this time, everyone is cursed by Ravan, and this is why they are all unhappy. The one who is cursed, just see what they are like, what becomes of them. It is now the iron-aged old world. Always remember that you are Brahmins, the mouth-born creation of Brahma. Those who consider themselves to be Brahma Kumars and Kumari should understand that they receive the Godfather's inheritance every cycle through Brahma. No one else can have so many children. He is the father of everyone. Brahma too is a child. All the children receive an inheritance from the grandfather. His inheritance is the kingdom of golden age. The unlimited Father is the creator of heaven, and we, the children, receive the kingdom of heaven, but we've forgotten. We had the kingdom of heaven. How does the incorporeal Father give that to us? It is through Brahma Baba. It used to be in his kingdom. It used to be his kingdom in Bharat. It is now the confluence age of the cycle. It is because Brahma exists at the confluence age that you are called Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. There cannot be any question of blind faith. This is an adoption. You are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Everyone here sitting in white. Brahma is Shiv Baba's child, and we are once again receiving the kingdom of heaven from Shiv Baba. We received it previously 5,000 years ago. We used to belong to the deity religion. There continues to be expansion till the end. For instance, Christ came and the Christian religion still now exists and continues to grow. They understand that they have become Christians through Christ. Christ came 2000 years ago. It is now growing. Everything is at first Sato Pradhan, then Sato, Rajo, and then Tamo. You're receiving translation? Yes? From the world of Tamo Pradhan, you definitely become Sato Pradhan again. There used to be the original eternal deity religion in the new world. There are 4 main religions. Your religion continues for half the cycle. Here you too belong to that religion. But because of becoming vicious, you no longer can call yourself deities. You belong to the original eternal deity religion. But when you went on to the path of sin, you became impure, and this is why you called yourselves Hindus. You have now become Brahmins. Shiv Baba is the highest on high. Then there are you Brahmins. Your Brahmin clan is the highest of all. You have become the children of Brahma, but you don't receive an inheritance from Brahma. Shiv Baba is establishing heaven through Brahma. You souls now know the Father. It is an aspect of happiness. You souls know the Father. The Father says, by coming to know me from me, you understand all the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. I have that knowledge. I am the one ocean of knowledge, the ocean of bliss, the ocean of purity. I'm saying one thing. Baba was in Bombay and there were 8 or 10 and Baba would call, come here, sit here to me. Baba is the ocean of knowledge. And then he says, no, say he is the ocean of peace. He says, no, say he is the ocean of love. Did you understand? He is the ocean of knowledge. And then he would change his mind, say no, and says to the child, he is the purifier. In Bombay, Baba used to teach with pointing the finger at us. What is the praise of deities? You should explain very well. And Baba used to really teach us a lot. He used to like chip away, like you chip at an idol, to mold an idol. I am the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of bliss, the ocean of purity. Do you feel this chip in this way? You become pure for 21 births and then you fall into the ocean of poison. Now the Father, the ocean of knowledge, is making you pure from impure. The water of the Ganges cannot purify you. People go to bathe there, but that water is not the purifier. These rivers, on one side it's the ocean of knowledge. He is the one who is the purifier. Baba comes and explains knowledge to us, through which you become the masters of heaven. In the golden and silver ages, there is no devotion or scriptures, etc. You receive the inheritance of constant happiness from the Father. It isn't that you have to go there and bathe in the Ganges, or that you have to go on a pilgrimage. This is your spiritual pilgrimage, which no human being can teach you. This is a spiritual pilgrimage. No human being can teach you. The Father is the Father of all souls. There are innumerable physical fathers, whereas there is only one spiritual father. Remember this very firmly. When Baba asks you, how many fathers have you? You become confused and wonder what Baba is asking you. Everyone only has one father. How can someone have 2 or 3 fathers? The Father explains, you remember that Father, the Supreme Soul, when you are unhappy. When in sorrow they say, O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, liberate us from sorrow. So there are 2 fathers. One is the physical father, the other is the spiritual father, whose praise they sing. You are the mother and father, and we are your children. There is a lot of happiness due to your mercy. When you are in sorrow, you remember the Father. Only this Father can ask you such a question. No one else can ask you this question. On the path of devotion, you sing, Baba, when you come, I will listen to you, no one but you. All others only give sorrow. Only you give happiness. Therefore, the Father comes and reminds you of what you used to say. What did you used to say in Bhakti? You know that. You know that only you are called Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. People have such stone intellects that they don't even understand who the Brahma Kumaris are and who Mama and Baba are. They are not sages or holy men. Sages and holy men are called gurus, not a mother and father. This Father comes and establishes the kingdom of the deity religion, where the king and queen Lakshmi Narayan rule. At first they are pure, and then they become impure. Those who become worthy of worship then take 84 births. First you receive the inheritance of happiness for 21 births from the Father. A Kumari is one, okay? A Kumari is one who uplifts 21 generations. Who has done this? This is remembered of you. You are Kumaris, not householders. Shall I share something? Prem Bem was in Pune with me. She used to do good lectures. It was Shivratri. Then at Shiv Jayanti, she did a good lecture. Then after that, Mama celebrated also the Shivratri. When it finished at night, I said to Mama, was it good, the program? And Mama said to me, you're a householder. You've become a householder. I said, oh, Prem did a lecture and Mama did the celebration. I didn't like householder word. You are not a householder. Household is the one who becomes too busy. They become too busy in work. You are not householders. Although you are grown up, all of you have died alive and have now become the children of the Father. Prajapita Brahma has many children, and the number of them will continue to grow. Clap, even more expansion will happen. How much is the expansion? Just look behind. At God's birds, you all are going to become deities. This is Shiv Baba's sacrificial father. This is known as the sacrificial fire for self-sovereignty. In order to attain self-sovereignty, souls receive their inheritance of the kingdom of heaven from the Father. What do you have to do in the sacrificial fire in which the horse is sacrificed for the purpose of attaining self-sovereignty? You have to sacrifice everything in it into it, including your body. Through this sacrificial fire, you will attain a kingdom. The Father reminds you that you used to sing on the path of devotion, Baba. When you come, I will surrender myself to you. I will sacrifice myself to you. Now, all of you consider yourselves to be Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. You may live at home with your family, but you have to remain as pure as a lotus. Consider yourself to be souls. What else should you consider? That you souls are lovers. The Father says, I am the one beloved. You have been calling out to me, the beloved. You are lovers for half the cycle. The one who is called the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is the incorporeal. The soul who plays a part through this body is also incorporeal. You also have to play your parts on the path of devotion. Devotion is the night. People stumble in the dark. You have been stumbling from the Copper Age onwards. At this time you experience great sorrow. It is now the end of the Iron Age. It is the end of the old world. All their money, etc., is to be turned to dust. When someone who is a millionaire or a king has a child, he thinks that all of that wealth is for his children, and that his children and his grandchildren will eat from that wealth. However, the Father says they won't eat anything from it. This world is going to be destroyed. Everybody should understand this. For some the wealth will be stolen, some wealth will be burnt, for some wealth will be used in a worthwhile way. Your hands should be empty, and everything should be used in a worthwhile way. There will be many obstacles. Many will fight. They will fight in such a way that there will be rivers of blood. You don't fight with anyone. You maintain your power of yoga. No fighting through eyes, or no fighting through the mouth, no. If you stay in remembrance, then when anyone with bad thoughts come in front of you, he will have fearsome visions and will instantly run away. You will remember Shiv Baba and he will run away. Some will come like that. Those who are very strong children will make the effort to belong to one Shiv Baba and none other. The Father explains, let your hands do the work, and let your heart remember the Father. You children also have to look after your home. However, if you souls remember the Father, the burden of sin will be removed. Simply remember me, and you will become Sattva Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan, but number-wise according to the effort you make. Then you will all shed your bodies, and Baba will take all of you souls back like a swarm of mosquitoes. There will be punishment for the rest of the world. Only a few will remain like a swarm of mosquitoes. Only a few will remain in Bharat then. So many will hear these things at exhibitions and through the projectors, etc. In those days, projectors used to be used. Those subjects continued to be created. Only one would be a king and the rest would be subjects. Even advisors are said to be in the line of subjects. There are many subjects. One king would have approximately 100,000 subjects. So the king and queen have to make effort. The Father says, while doing everything, constantly remember me alone. Who is sitting here who's remembering one only? Just one. Whilst working. Just as a lover and beloved have physical love for each other, you children are lovers at this time. Your beloved has come and is teaching you. He is teaching you now. After studying, you'll become deities. Your sins will be absolved by having remembrance. and you will become free from disease for all time. You also have to remember the cycle of 84 births. The golden age, we took this many births. In the silver age, we took this many births. We who belong to the deity religion have been round the full cycle of 84 births. You progress further, great deal, and you will have thousands of centers. You will explain in every street. Remember the Father and your inheritance. You now have to return home. This is a dirty costume. This is unlimited disinterest. Sannyasis simply renounce their limited home and family. They are Hatha yogis. You cannot teach Raj Yoga. You say that devotion is eternal. The Father says, devotion begins in the Copper Age. You came down 84 steps and have become Tamopadhan. You were deities. Christians say that they are Christians. You know that you were in the Golden Age. The Father established the deity religion. Those who were Lakshmi and Narayan have now become Brahmins. In the Golden Age, there was one king and queen in one language. Children have had visions of that too. All of you belong to the original eternal deity religion. Only you take 84 births. When people say that souls are immune to the effect of action and that God is omnipresent, that is wrong. We used to be confused. Soul immune effect of action and then God omnipresent. It didn't make sense. There is a soul in every human, and so how can God be in everyone like they say? In that case, everyone would be the Father. Previously, you believed everything you heard. The Father now comes and tells you truth. He gives you third eye of knowledge through which you understand the beginning, middle, and the end of the world. This is also the story of immortality. However, there are no stories in the subtle region, etc. All of those are saplings of the path of devotion. You are listening to the story of immortality in order to become immortal. There you shed your body and take another in great happiness. Here, when someone dies, they weep and wail. There is no illness, etc. there. Pritam Ben in Hyderabad has left the body. She's the mother of Kuldeep Ben. Throughout her whole life, she actually just served Baba. It was wonderful. She stayed ever healthy. Okay, staying healthy. Age is old. She came here on the 18th January to meet Baba. It's a wonder. Now she was okay. Body has left and memorial is also left very well. Should always think, what is my memorial going to be like? It should be firm that we have completed the cycle of 84 births. Baba has come to take us. He tells us how to become pure. He says, simply remember me and remember the inheritance. In Satyug, your 16 celestial degrees full, and then the degrees decrease. Now no degrees remain in you. Only the Father liberates you from sorrow and takes you into happiness. This is why He is called the Liberator. He takes everyone back home with Him. Your gurus don't take you back with them. When one of those gurus leaves, one of his disciples sits on his throne. Then there's a lot of upheaval among the disciples. I have seen all of this, Daddy is saying. That on the guru's seat, two brothers cannot sit on one throne. And there's a fight for the Gadi. The Father says, I will take you all back with me. If you don't become perfect, punishment has to be experienced and your status is destroyed. The kingdom is being established here. Acha. I read the Murli a little fast, Daddy is saying. Acha. Because Bhog is going to be offered.
बच्चों प्रति माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते रूहानी बच्चों की रूहानी बाप को नमस्ते धारणा के लिए मुख्य सार
Practice essence for dharana. Practice such remembrance that anyone who comes in front of you with bad thoughts is transformed. Maintain the effort of belonging to one Shiv Baba and none other. Stay in this effort. Second, in order to attain self-sovereignty, sacrifice everything you have, including your body. When you surrender everything you have, including your body, into this sacrificial fire, you will receive a royal status. The blessing is always wonderful. To break, to mold, and to connect. To break, to mold, and to connect. Through the awareness of all three words, may you be constantly victorious. The essence teachings are these three things. First, to break your karmic bondages. Second, to mold your nature and sanskars. To mold your nature and sanskars. And third, to connect all relationships with the one Father. These three things will make you completely victorious. For this, always have the awareness that whatever perishable things you see with your eyes are already destroyed. While seeing those things, continue to see your new relations and the new world, and you will never be defeated. Slogan. It's a short slogan. The sign of a yogi is one who is constantly clean and clear. Om Shanti.